Hey y'all, Kentucky Farmer here, and welcome back to the 59th episode of my Goldcrest Valley FS17 Let's Play series. A bit of a gloomy morning here. We've got a hailstorm currently going on. I've got a few things I actually got a lot of stuff I need to do today. Or more specifically within this growth cycle. And I've got quite a few things that I can actually do right now, even though it's hailing out. So normally I would just kind of fast forward through bad weather so that I'm recording video when it looks nice and pretty out. But because I've got so much stuff to do in this growth cycle, and like I said, I've got some stuff I can do while it's doing this. So let's go ahead and get started. Well, first off, I did do some missions. So if we check here, I did the fertilization missions on 1, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 20. And after I wrapped up the last episode, I realized that I needed one more stage of fertilization down here on this corn, and it was about to turn. So I went ahead and fertilized this field too, off camera. Sorry. I used the big New Holland sprayer to do it. And then I finished selling all the silage up at the biogas plant, so that's totally done now. So with that, it brings our account balance up to $972,746. We had $43,000 worth of field job income and $81,000 from the biogas plant today. Yesterday we had $248,000 from the biogas plant. So we did sell enough silage at the BGA in the last 2 days, I guess, to pay for the wheel loader and then some. So that's good. I'm pretty happy about that. So what I was going to do now is go take care of the animals, and I've got some equipment and some placeables and stuff that I want to go do. So let's start off by running over to the sheep area, and I'll just take this tractor on over there. And I'll just pick up the video when I get over there. Alright, so we're over here at the sheep area. It looks like our production has gone up a fair bit. So we've got 3 whole pallets out here already. And so in the last episode we basically doubled +2, I think, all of our sheep. And after I did that, I didn't feed them. So they're actually now half full on food and water. So I figured I'd come over here and top them off and clean while I'm at it. Alright, there we go. And let's see how good I am with this trailer. I'm going to try and grab this. So I want to clean before I fill it, otherwise there's nowhere for it to go. There we go. Alright, and they should be full now. There we go. So really, I can probably just leave that like that. And then when I come over here, I can just hook up to the cleaner, the trailer, clean it, and go. So let's do water. Alright, and we're all out of water. So in the last video I mentioned I had a placeable that I wanted to put down, and then I didn't put it anywhere. But now I am going to, because I'm out of water. So I have not a water tower. It is in here somewhere. There it is. A water pumping station. So for $1,300 and $2 a day, I'm installing a pump and a hose that goes into the river and pumps up river water. And I'm just gonna put it, I guess, right here. I don't really know. I don't want to put it here. I mean, I could put it back further. Here we go. Let's put it here. That way it's out of the way if I want to park something over there. It's not that far to drive with the tanker for a refill. And this is a little less sketchy than trying to back this thing down the cliff to refill it. So, and if, you know, in the future we wind up with more sheep, because, oh, that's the other thing I wanted to say. So in the last video I kind of did the math on all the grass that I have, and it was like enough to feed the sheep for like 175 days. I did the math a little bit differently, and because I wanted to know with this field, if I was just using this field, how many sheep could this field 11 support, right? So say you were mowing it every 2 days, which is how long it takes for the grass to grow, right? How many sheep could I keep fed? And the number I came to, and I don't know if this is right or not, but the number I got is 4,166 sheep. That's a lot of sheep. So, especially because I'm at, what, like 80 something right now? So, given that, and if you say you mow every 3 days, give yourself an extra like rest day in there or something. Say you mow every 3 days, that's still enough food for 2,777 sheep. So I think my goal, what I'm going to actually shoot for in this series, is having 2,500 sheep. I want to see what it's like to have 2,500 sheep. I think we can do it. So that's what I'm shooting for. Alright, so we took care of the sheep. They've got food and water, and we cleaned up after them. They should be happy. I'm going to head on up to the pig area and we'll do the same thing. Alright, so we made it up to the pig area, and whoa. Grab our cleaning wheel. That is a pile of corn there. Holy cow. Alright, I think I got it all. Alright, so I forgot that I left this trailer over here. This needs to go back to the main farm. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive this back there. And I'll pick up the video when I get down there. Alright, so we've got that done. Now, the next thing I wanted to do is, since we've got the, alright, I'm gonna come over here. So we've got this wheel loader, right? Yeah, I'm gonna leave that bucket here for now. And, let's see here. Since I'm eventually going to be leaving equipment over here, I was kind of wondering if there's a good place to stick a placeable power washer. Maybe it'll let me put it over here somewhere. I want it right there. Man. So I can put it back here a little ways. I mean, I guess that'll work. Unless I will put it over here or something. Let's just do there. It'll be easier to do, like if I've got long trailers or something. Okay. Then the next thing I'm going to do is a tiny bit cheaty. I don't care. I need the bucket for the wheel loader. So I'm just going to reset the wheel loader down to the shop. Get in the wheel loader. Buy the bucket, and then drive the bucket back up. Because I don't really want to take the time to drive the wheel loader all the way down here, since I still have to take the time to drive it all the way back now. Okay. So, and I'm gonna use the bucket up at the pigs to feed the potatoes. So I'm gonna drive up there now, and I'll pick up the video when I get there. Alright, so I made it back up to the pig farm, and I'll just head back here and get a scoop of potatoes. There we go. Alright, I guess they're full. We got 3% left in our bucket there. Alright, put those back, and I'm just gonna stick the bucket in here. Might as well. And I'm gonna just leave the wheel loader here for now. I don't have any silage to sell. Okay, so the next thing on my list, if we save this one here. If we check our daily income, I know, back to this again. So property income yesterday was $20,000. You know, a little over. We were off by $5,000, right? So we lost $5,000 in operating costs yesterday. So after after numerous comments left on my videos, it is time to do some placeable greenhouses. Yay. So I think I'm going to do 4. I'm going to do 2 tomato and 2 lettuce. I have not done a whole lot of experimenting with like where I can put them and how well they fit. Although I do have this big cleared off area over here where I was kind of thinking about tossing them. So I'm going to do 1, 2. Okay, and now I'll switch over to lettuce. It's interesting. Alright. There we go. So that's 4 greenhouses. Alright, so now I gotta fill them. So, hop back in here. And I'm gonna head back over to the BGA, and I'm gonna get the silage fork, because the silage fork can also do manure, and I'll use that to fill the manure, because it's the BGA silage fork, I'm not really using that for food necessarily, so I don't feel too bad about using it for manure. The bucket that I use for the potatoes, I'll use just for potatoes. Alright. And now that I got the power washer over here, if it does really offend anyone, I can power wash the silage bucket after I'm done using it for manure. Alright, there's one load. I don't even really know, like, how much do these things take? Then we'll have to come back with the semi later to do the water. Interesting, okay. Hopefully I gave myself enough room between these to work. I'm kind of thinking maybe I didn't. It's hard to tell when you're actually placing them. I mean, oops, just broke that window. There we go. Also depends on how this bucket works. Like, I can come in here like this, right? Oh, that works. Yeah, I should be fine. I'll need more, but... Alright. Oh, that all went on the ground. Whoops. Alright, that worked. So now I can't back up. There we go. Alright, this is a little tight. I was trying to be careful about how close I spaced this so that I could get like as many as possible over here, because depending on how fast it goes through the manure and how many pigs I have, like I gotta do the math on all that stuff still. You know, if I can support more, I'm not opposed to adding more as I add more equipment to help cover my costs. Alright, so manure's done, potatoes are done, this guy should be done. I'm just going to leave it up here. I'm not going to bother taking it back down to the BGA. I'll park it over here in this shed. Alright, now I'm going to grab the semi. Cool. And I'm going to head on up there and grab my water trailer. Alright. Let's do some water. Okay, they're good. Now, hopefully I can just back this thing down here and just hit all these as I go by. Got a little too close to it there. Cool. All full. I'm just kind of curious how long that all lasts. Is it like the animals enough to last for 6 days, or what? Okay. Nothing else to do here, so I'm just gonna head back over to the main farm. Alright, there's that. Let's check our info screens. Sheep are 100%, pigs are 100%. Corn is definitely what we're lacking, but we have a big field of corn right here. So that's kind of the next thing I need to do, is harvest these soybeans, this corn, and this the poplars over here. So I think that's gonna be a wrap for this episode. This will be a relatively quick one to make up for the fact that the last one was super long. So yeah, in the next episode looks like we'll be doing some harvesting. I just gotta wait for the weather to clear, obviously. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, would you give it a thumbs up? That helps a lot. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And please subscribe for more Farming Simulator videos. I'm Kentucky Farmer. Thanks for watching.